Hi everyone, my name is Jacob Wade and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking about Season 3 of Westworld, The New World. Warnings for this video: if you haven't seen Season 3, then I recommend not watching it. This review until after you've seen a season. So here are my overall thoughts on it. I didn't think the season was as good as Seasons 1 and 2, but I still enjoyed it very much because all three seasons were great. It's kind of hard to touch the full season. I liked the futuristic setting of the season a lot, with it being set outside of Westworld. Seasons 1 and 2 were mostly set inside the parks, but Season 3 took place in the real world, so we got to see a futuristic Los Angeles, which is pretty neat way to show the characters in a new, unfamiliar setting. We got to show, like, the Westworld headquarters and just kind of how normal people live in the future, in the unspecified future, because I don't think they've mentioned what year this is, which is a good choice because, when the year does come and this stuff doesn't happen, it wouldn't be a question, really. The futuristic Los Angeles, though, it reminded me a lot of Blade Runner, with the kind of the depressing, like, city urban scape with the flying cars. It also reminded me of Cloud City from Star Wars, or possibly Coruscant from the Clone Wars, the lower levels of Coruscant. I gotta say, I like the first half of the season way better than the second half, because the first half of the season were really character driven, and each episode was kind of focused on a different character, along with the other characters, but it kind of had special focus scenes set around certain characters, such as the one where Maeve was stuck in a Nazi-occupied Italy called Westworld, which I cannot say, but that was a really good episode because it really changed the setting from the first episode too, which was about Dolores and Caleb in Los Angeles. And then we got a episode where Charlotte Hale, who was played by Tessa Thompson, she has a really good identity crisis on what it means to be, like, who she is, because he's a part of Dolores, but now she has to live the life of Charlotte Hale. Really, it's a really good storyline, I think. Same with William's mental deterioration and how he doesn't really know what's real anymore. I thought that was nice. He keeps seeing his daughter because he killed his daughter last season, and when he did kill his daughter, he didn't think she was real. But now he doesn't think he's real still, so he doesn't really know what's real, what isn't real. It's really a conflict within him. Now let's go to Aaron Paul as Caleb. I really liked Aaron Paul's performance as Caleb. Pretty much as anything Aaron Paul's in, he gives it his all, and he's a really great and professional actor. But the character itself was kind of bland, in my opinion. He didn't really add much to the story. He was great. He was really entertaining, but he didn't really have a reason to be there half the time. It just seemed like he was just tagging along with Dolores because he had nothing better to do. I liked his backstory though, but for his actual character, he just kind of tagged along. His backstory didn't really mean much in the long run when you think about it. But this season, for me, felt kind of confusing in some parts. Not really like Season 2's confusing, where Season 2 was just like, kept flashing around in time too much, so it confused everybody, but Season 3 was confusing because they just didn't really give you that much. They had you figure it out for yourself, which is kind of cool, but at the same time, I don't know what's happening, and I feel like I'm meant to know what's happening, so watching the show makes me feel stupid. But I liked the fight between Maeve and Dolores, how Maeve was kind of manipulated into going against Dolores because she was promised she'd see her child again. So they had this really epic samurai movie influenced fight, which is really cool. I like when fights are kind of influenced by Japanese cinema. I might talk about Japanese cinema on my channel sometime. Who knows? Maybe if I feel like it. But I like how Maeve was manipulated, and then she realizes that no, I was being told wrong stuff. That Dolores is actually trying to help everybody, even though Dolores is kind of stone cold. It's kind of easy to not look past that, I guess. But the finale I felt was kind of rushed. The finale should have been a two episodes, maybe even 3 episodes. It just felt too like boom, boom, boom. This happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. Wasn't really as character driven as the rest of the season. Yeah, they kind of rushed. They try to prioritize plot points into the character development, and they didn't really delve into the plot points at all. They were just like boom, 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 boom. I feel like they should have been as character driven as the first half, kind of make it more consistently plot driven and character driven the whole time, instead of just one just completely being dropped for the other. All in all, though, I think it was a nice season. I'm giving this season a B, which is a good by my book. I'm looking forward to season 4. I'm glad there was going to be a season 4. I don't know who Evan Rachel Wood's going to be playing because they cut off Dolores in the finale. So I'm kind of interested in who she's going to be playing. My theory is that she's going to be inside of Maeve's mind, kind of like Ford was inside of Bernard's mind, and that guy from seasons 1 and 2 was inside of Maeve's mind. So that's my theory on who Evan Rachel Wood will be playing. But I really liked the acting in it, like Evan Rachel Wood, Tessa Thompson, Maeve's actress, so I cannot remember her name, Bernard, he was really cool, and Aaron Paul, of course. Luke Hemsworth didn't really need to be in that season. I don't know what the point of having him was, but, he's Thor's least attractive brother, so you gotta have him around, I guess. But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to season 4. I don't really know what that one's going to be about, but neither did I think this one, so who knows. Thanks for watching, guys. I post videos every Sunday. If you want to talk about this video, then we could discuss it in the comments, if you have anything to say. Yeah, so everybody stay safe out there. Peace.